For those of you just getting ready to visit Slovakia, here's a few good tips.
Not more than 60 kilometers from Bratislava, in the Trnava region, Smolenica Castle stands at the foot of the Little Carpathian Mountains. The castle stands in picturesque surroundings at the edge of a mountain forest, on what was once the site of a Gothic castle from the 15th century. The construction of Smolenica Castle began in 1853, but real building began only in 1911. Today's castle is in the style of a French chateau. Only peripheral towers remain from the original historic structure, and the rest is the work of talented artisans and builders.
The castle was fortunately spared during the First and Second World Wars and suffered only minimal damage. Since 1953, it has belonged to the Slovak Academy of Sciences and has become the residence of scientific workers from the Academy. In the 44 years that have passed, hundreds of international conferences and symposia have been held here for scientists from around the world. So the castle is not meant to be used by the general public, but foreigners interested in residing here as conference participants or as part of a recreational stay can contact the Slovak Academy of Sciences. Waiting for them in Smolenica are beautiful surroundings and ample opportunities for rest and relaxation.
One of the Nitra region's favorite tourist attractions is the town of Topolčianky in the county of Zlaté Moravce. The main point of interest is the Topolčianky hunting castle, which is a national cultural landmark. From 1923 to 1950, it was the summer resort for the presidents of Czechoslovakia, and even Thomas Masaryk spent a few days of leisure here. Today, the castle serves as a hotel and museum with everything that the visitor needs. The second attraction of Topolčianky is the local bison, which is the only one of its kind in Slovakia, is preserved here as the rare European bison for future generations.
Right now we have 11 European bison here. The maximum number which was raised here was 23. The Bison Game Preserve is part of the larger Topolčianky Game Park, which is considered to be both the oldest and largest game park in Central Europe. Within this park we can arrange hunting tours for both Slovak and foreign hunters, which is my way of inviting all interested hunters to come and visit our hunting parks.
The past, present and future are like three sisters who give us the answers to the questions, where do we belong? Where do we truly feel at home? In our trips into history, we'll be going once a month to visit our oldest sister. Our time machine will be the memories of those who cherish the past and the traditions of their country.
The Slovak Republic is one of the world's youngest states, but the history of its land holds many riches. A country where, thanks to good natural conditions, people have settled here from the oldest periods. Many archaeological finds from the period of the older and the younger Stone Ages document this. Also this jewel, Venus from Moravany, a small statue of a woman carved from a mammoth's tusk, is dated from the period 22,800 years before Christ. During the Bronze and Iron Ages, this territory of Slovakia represented the crossroad of different tribes and cultures, including Celtic, German, and Roman. Slavs came from the Carpathian Valley during the 5th and 6th century. They created their own state, the Great Moravian Empire, in the 9th century. Cyril and Method, apostles from the Byzantine Empire, founders of the Slavonic language, arrived in the year 863. Great Moravia becomes an important state in the European community.
Though the name of Slovakia is known among wine connoisseurs, in the last few years it has also been making a name for itself with its beers, which are now competing with the traditional European brands. One of the favourites is Stein.
The general manager of the Stein Beer Company, Josef Lukacic, welcomed a group of distinguished visitors to Bratislava during the hot summer. And among the guests were Slovak Minister of Culture Ivan Hudiec, representatives from the diplomatic corps in Bratislava, Slovak dignitaries, as well as a representative from the German Krones company, which has just installed a new 5 million mark bottling line in the Stein brewery. As a result of this international cooperation, Stein Beer Company is taking another step forward towards the market and towards the consumer. The golden liquid that is Stein is brewed under a quality control system guaranteed by Krones. Stein Beer has a 125-year-old tradition, which began with two Bratislava builders, Ignác Feigler Sr. and Karol Fiedler. The name of Stein became famous not only in Slovakia, but also in such other countries as Germany, Austria, Switzerland and Hungary. And at the end of this tradition stands today's Stein Beer Company, Bratislava, Slovakia. Follow its being presented and receiving awards at trade fairs in Vienna, Paris, Trieste, Brussels, London and Brno, Stein came to Slovakia's national competition in Banská Bystrica, where it took second place as the only Slovak beer out of 29 different beer brands from Slovakia and the Czech Republic. Slovakia's Stein beer means quality, great taste and refreshment. Cheers!
It was thanks to the Slovak Information Agency that the TV magazine Slovakia Now was able to appear on your TV screens. The agency is responsible for the overall production of the programme, but there is still a lot more to know about it. And here to answer some of the questions is the agency's director, Mr. Lubomír Dobecký. Hello.
Dobrý deň. Slovenská informačná agentúra...
The Slovak Information Agency began its activities in July of 1995. Its main purpose is to work in the area of presenting the Slovak Republic in other countries and to provide information about trends and developments in all aspects of life in Slovakia.
Vývoja v rôznych oblastiach spoločenského života na Slovensku.
The Slovak Information Agency's activities can be divided into several main areas. The first of these is the organization of representational events and the organization and co-organization of international conferences and seminars for specialists in Slovakia and abroad. The Slovak Information Agency publishes its own informational material, which includes periodicals, non-periodical publications, information brochures, books, and multimedia and audiovisual products. Here I'd like to mention the information support provided by the Slovak Information Agency's homepage on the internet, where you can find out more about Slovakia, as well as about the Slovak Information Agency and its information materials.
Prezentáciu informačných produktov Slovenskej informačnej agentúry. Treťou veľmi dôležitou oblasťou je spolupráca.
An important area of activity for the Slovak Information Agency is its cooperation with the foreign press and accredited reporters and essayists from other countries, to whom we provide up-to-date information about particular areas of social, economic, and cultural life in Slovakia. For the foreign press, we arrange meetings with leading figures in Slovakia's political and social life. Another area of activity consists of monitoring information about Slovakia in the foreign press and media, and providing consulting services to those interested in making presentations in other countries.
I see that the Slovak Information Agency's scale of products and activities informing the public about Slovakia are truly broad. Maybe you could tell us more about the new offerings and products that we can expect to see in the near future.
Slovenská informačná agentúra
The Slovak Information Agency is just finishing production of 30,000 copies of a factographic brochure and 10,000 copies of a brochure about Slovakia's major cities. Last year we published 2 books, and at present we're in the final stages of preparation for a book called The Slovak Republic, the 21st Century, Challenges and Opportunities, which will be published in German, French, and English versions. Other books ready for publication are The Slovak Republic Yesterday and Today and Slovakia's Road to Sovereignty.
A takisto publikácia Cesta k zvrchovanosti Slovenskej republiky. Z oblasti videotvorby
As to video production, we have at our disposal many single-topic video magazines. One example of such a video is The Wooden Churches of Slovakia, to which there is an appropriate supplementary publication called Wooden Churches in Eastern Slovakia. Of the activities which we're still preparing for this year, the most important will be our release of a multimedia CD-ROM Slovakia, a product which will provide extensive information about all that can be found in Slovakia, whether it concerns people in the tourist industry or visitors to Slovakia. There will also be a lot of information for international investors and businessmen who would like to do business in Slovakia.
A taktiež tam bude množstvo informácií pre investorov a zahraničných podnikateľov, ktorí by chceli prísť na Slovensko podnikať. Z ďalšieho produktu, ktorý
Another product which we are preparing this year comes out of our region project, through which we want to present Slovakia's individual regions and thereby Slovakia as a whole.
A tým vlastne prezentovať Slovensko ako celok. A ďalšou publikáciou,
an additional publication which we would like to see printed is a representative book about Slovakia, which would give information about all that Slovakia offers in an effort to attract more visitors here.
Návštevníkov z celého sveta k nám na Slovensko. O všetkých týchto produktoch
information about all these current and future Slovak Information Agency products can be found on our internet page or by directly contacting our marketing department, where additional information is available about the delivery and distribution of these products.
And now a question we give to all our guests. What personal message would you like to give to all the viewers of Slovakia Now?
I would be very happy if this magazine became an important source of information for all the people who want to know more information about that, what's happening in Slovakia right now and in the future. I would especially like to send my best to all Slovaks living abroad, encourage them not to lose contact with Slovakia and to support our young country as it builds its future. But most of all, I have faith that Slovakia Now will serve as a bridge connecting Slovakia with Slovaks in other countries and with the entire world.
You'll be seeing more about the Slovak Information Agency's activities in future editions of Slovakia Now. One of the brightest young talents on the classical music scene in Slovakia is 12-year-old violin virtuoso Dalibor Karvaj from Vrutky.
This young man, 12-year-old Dalibor Karvaj, did not come to Bratislava for vacation. Today he's known as a king both in Slovakia and abroad, king of the violin.
Dnes mám vystúpenie práve z kapelou Istropolitana v Kláriskách.
Today I have a performance with the Capella Istropolitana at St. Clair's, and then in the evening we're going to Stuttgart for 2 concerts. Then I should have 2 to 3 weeks off. I'll play some football, go mushroom picking, and of course, I'll also be practicing. Then I should be going with the Žilina Chamber Orchestra to Spain, where I'll be playing Mendelssohn.
In one of the cultural summer's cycle of chamber concerts, Dalibor Karvaj was accompanied by the Capella Istropolitana, the chamber orchestra of the city of Bratislava. He played Haydn's Concerto for Violin and Orchestra No. 2 in G major.
The July edition of our magazine about Slovakia and Slovaks is coming to its close today. It's always a great pleasure to be here with you every month to tell you something new about this small but beautiful country lying in the heart of Europe. Your comments, ideas and requests are always welcome at our familiar address. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again on Monday, September the 8th on the VTV cable channel for the August edition of Slovakia Now. Do widzenia.
Prináša na vaše obrazovky Všeobecná úverová banka.